Coming to you from GDTD Studios, it's Walt Quizney. And now, here's your host, Adam Hummel.
Welcome to Walt Quizney, the Gaze Do the D game show that's like, is this a real episode? Is it not a real episode? What are we even doing here? I mean, seriously. I'm your host, Adam Hummel. Each episode of Walt Quizney pits one of our terrific Tweedles against one of the GDTD co-hosts in Disney trivia. Each quiz has been scientifically reviewed by scientists for scientific accuracy and fairness, meaning either contestant can win. No, really this time, it's true. Really. For today's quiz, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World Resort with some magically marvelous trivia sprinkled here and there with wonderfully weird Disney World history. But before we start the quiz, we need to meet our contestants. First up, our Tweedle contestant. You know him from his daily Disney quizzes on Instagram as the Disney Parks teacher. It's Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Welcome to Gaze Do the D.
Hi, Adam. Thank you so much for having me.
It is absolutely our pleasure. Thank you for joining us. Jeff, you seem like the perfect Tweedle contestant for this quiz with all of your Disney knowledge.
I agree. I am definitely the perfect Tweedle contestant now. I will do my very best. Thank you, Adam.
I love that confidence. No, keep it up. You're already terrifying Patrick.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? What do you do?
I am a teacher, so I teach special education in New York City, and I work for a public charter school system in the Bronx.
That's amazing. First of all, we love teachers on the podcast. We've actually had previous guests on Walt Quizney who are teachers, love teachers. And you said you're in New York. How are things in New York right now?
You know, New York is a great place to be. We've certainly went through it during the peak of the pandemic. But one thing I really appreciated about being here is that people have just really responded very positively to the health and safety measures. New York is back. Broadway is reopening this week. I have tickets to see The Lion King next weekend, which I'm really psyched for. And, you know, I think people here are really conscious about it. People are very aware of each other and very just courteous to one another, particularly around mask usage and social distancing. But things are back. Traffic is definitely back. It's been great.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that. Now, Jeff, you've never appeared on the podcast, but you have written into Gaze Do the D before, most notably when you asked for engagement advice in one of our Questions and Peter Pantsers episodes, and in episode 76, when you shared your Disney World engagement story with us. Would you say that Gaze Do the D is responsible for the happiest moment of your life?
I mean, obviously. I can confidently say that I would not be engaged right now. And actually, like, our whole relationship would have just crumbled before my eyes if it had not been for your advice. So I'm just really grateful. Thank you.
Thank you for confirming that. We want everyone out there to know that we truly are the reason that you are engaged. Yeah.
Match.com, OkCupid, any other unnamed dating apps, they've got nothing on you. Like, you all are just like, you're the ones.
Us and farmers only. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's actually how my fiance and I met. So it's perfect. Here in New York City, there's a lot of farmers. So it's perfect.
And before we started recording, Jeff, you actually said that you are getting married very soon. Yes?
Yes. So it feels like a long time ago that you all helped me to pop the question. But I'm really excited that we now have a wedding date. So we got engaged in February of 2020, which was magical. Thank you to both of you. And then a month later, a little pandemic happened. So, you know, the good news is we didn't have to delay any, like we didn't have anything booked yet. We didn't lose any deposits or anything. But we waited until things were safer and can confidently say that all of our guests will be vaccinated. But yeah, we are getting married on April 30th, 2022 in the Dominican Republic.
That is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. We're really excited.
That's great to hear. And congratulations to your fiance, Will, as well. Will, right?
Yeah, he is also very excited. He's not the Disney fan that I am. He lovingly tolerates it, I would say. So the engagement was very much for me. And, he was there, which was nice. It would have been hard to engage if he had to get proposed if he hadn't been there. But doing it in Walt Disney World was definitely my idea. I tried for a Disney wedding, but he didn't quite go for that. So Punta Cana it is.
Well, thanks again for joining us, Jeff. We're so excited to have you here. And now it's time to meet your competitor, a formidable opponent. Isn't exactly how I would describe him, but let's say that for the drama, shall we? He considers popcorn a vegetable, and he makes his lightning lane available to anyone who asks. It's GDTD co-host Patrick.
All of this is true.
Patrick, thank you for joining us today.
It's really my pleasure, Adam, really my pleasure. I'm realizing now I've made some errors in my life because Jeff is an outstanding person and I am garbage. I am a garbage human comparatively. So here we are. We've made choices.
That's not true. We all love you, Patrick.
But we're all thankful that we don't have to get Genie Plus to use your lightning lane. So thanks for that.
Yeah, there's no upcharge for this one here. There's no upcharge.
Patrick, how confident are you in your knowledge of Disney World facts and weird Disney history?
Listen, I am wearing my Disney World t-shirt. I've got my Disney World mug. I just got my D23 Disney World 50th anniversary package in the mail yesterday. I am very confident that I am going to lose to a game that I helped create.
All right. You know what? Honesty is important, PK.
Absolutely. I'll start with honesty and the rest just solves itself.
All right, guys, let's get to the rules. They are simple pimple. I will be asking each of you 15 questions worth as many points as I decide in the moment. And there are 4 categories of questions from which you can choose: attractions and experiences, resorts, grab bag, and a category featuring weird Disney World history. The contestant with the most points at the end of the quiz wins. Now for the prize. Today, Jeff and Patrick, you're playing for a Gaze Do the D mug. How unexpected.
Wow.
Blown away.
The mug is exclusively sold on our website, gazedothed.com. Visit gazedothed.com/merch for all of your GDTD necessities like t-shirts, tank tops, totes, mugs, masks, magnets, notebooks, and stickers. And as a reminder, through October 2021, all proceeds that we receive from your merch purchases or merchases,
Heyo.
will be donated to Trans Lifeline. To learn more about Trans Lifeline, visit translifeline.org. For those playing along at home, we invite you to share how well you do with us at GDTD Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All right, Jeff, Patrick, are you ready to play Walt Quizney?
Wahoo.
Ready as I will ever be.
Fantastic. Jeff, you are up first. You're choosing from one of 4 categories. Would you like attractions and experiences, resorts, grab bag, or what?
I'll start where hopefully I'll be strong. We'll do attractions and experiences to start us off.
You got it. What was the first mountain to be constructed at the Magic Kingdom? Was it Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, or Big Thunder Mountain?
That is a good question, Adam, and I believe that the first mountain to open in the Magic Kingdom was Space Mountain. In 1975 is when it opened, and I think it opened 2 years before Big Thunder Mountain, but we'll see if I'm right.
Listen, the Space Mountain part is correct. The other stuff I cannot confirm because I didn't do that much research.
I believe he's right. I believe it's 1975 if the Behind the Attractions taught us anything.
When you're on the TTA People Mover and you ride into the section that takes you into Space Mountain, there's a label that says Starport 75, which is ostensibly what it's supposed to be, the name of the starport that you're entering, but it's named for the year that Space Mountain opened.
Of course, that makes absolute sense. Are you gunning for one of our roles on the podcast, Jeff?
I would love to be a trio. Can we do a trio situation?
I'm trying to think of a pun that ties Disney and a menage a trois together. I'll work on it. Let's put a pin in that and go to Patrick's first question. Patrick, what category would you like? Attractions and experiences, resorts, grab bag, or what?
I'm going to go with where I meet most of the people on my Disney trips, resorts.
Okay.
Just a little humor for you, everybody. A little humor for you.
Do you require the assistance of apps to accomplish that?
Just the My Disney Experience app, Adam.
Oh, so there's a new feature. Yeah. Okay.
Your Disney experience is very different from my Disney experience, Patrick, but, to each his own.
Fair. Thank you so much.
Patrick, your first question. Which resort used to have a railroad?
And that's not a multiple choice. Thank you so much, Adam. Okay, great. May I ask a follow-up question to help me narrow it down?
I guess. What?
Wow. Is this resort still around?
This resort is absolutely still around, yes.
Great. This is going to be incorrect, but I'm gonna guess the Fort Wilderness Resort.
That's correct.
Oh, ding, ding, ding for me. I just did the sound effect for you.
Also, I feel it necessary to point out that Jeff nods when you get the answer right. So he clearly will know every single answer in this quiz.
I just wanted to make sure that I got that validation, that you knew that I also knew the correct answer and that I was ready to steal if he was wrong.
I validate you, and I will give you the option to steal at any given moment, yes.
Can I steal before he answers? Is that an option?
Let's not get greedy, Jeff. Come on now. All right, Jeff, your next question. What category would you like? Attractions and experiences, resorts, grab bag, or what?
I will go with resorts for number 2.
At what resort hotel did President Nixon give his "I am not a crook" speech?
A sad part of Disney history, but he gave that speech at Disney's Contemporary Resort.
That is absolutely correct. Do you know what color suit he was wearing? And do you happen to know what he had for breakfast that day?
I imagine it was fuchsia, and I'm going to go with oatmeal.
He was a big proponent of starting his day with oats. Yes, that's absolutely correct. That means you have 3 points from that one question. Fantastic.
Perfect.
Patrick, where would you like to take us next? Attractions and experiences, resorts, grab bag, or what?
Let's grab that bag, Adam.
So uncomfortable. Patrick, who has more outfits in their closet, Mickey or Minnie Mouse?
Gosh, I'm going to go with Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse has more outfits in his closet, specifically for Fantasmic alone.
That's absolutely correct, Patrick, with over 290 different outfits. Mickey is the winner. Minnie has roughly 200 outfits available to her.
I like this. Well done.
Jeff, where would you like to head next? Attractions and experiences, resorts, grab bag, or what?
I'll just continue following in Patrick's footsteps, and I will also go for a grab bag.
Excellent. Jeff, what is the name of the tunnels built below Magic Kingdom?
Those would be the utilidors, and they do not smell very nice. Fun fact for you.
It's a disgusting fact, and that gives you 5 whole points, so thank you for that.
Amazing.
Patrick, where are we heading next?
Let's go with attractions, please. I'm nervous about that what category.
Me too. I'm avoiding it. I'm gonna go for it next time.
I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I spent a lot of time putting the categories together, and I want you to enjoy them. Just enjoy yourselves, guys. Patrick.
Yes.
What is the largest pavilion in Epcot?
Oh, I should know this. Alas, I do not. So this is going to be a full-on guess. I'm trying to picture them in my head. The largest pavilion in Epcot.
And if I may jump in and add something, not just World Showcase pavilions, current, future World, soon-to-be World Celebration pavilions, all pavilions in Epcot. Which one's the largest?
Wait, so you're including pavilions that don't exist right now?
No. I'm including the pavilions that will be a part of the world area, the current future world.
Mm-hmm.
And pavilions that are in World Showcase.
So in Epcot in general, what's the largest area?
Yeah. Sure.
Great. This question confuses me more than I can bear. So I am going to say the Land is the biggest pavilion in Epcot.
Gosh darn it, that's correct.
Wow. That was a full-on guess.
Amazing guesser, that Patrick Kazuki. Jeff, what category would you like next? You mentioned you might want to dip your toe into what?
I'm gonna be brave and go for what?
Thank you for committing to the correct pronunciation of the category.
I'm all in.
In November of 2004, Disney celebrated the opening of Stitch's Great Escape by draping Cinderella Castle with toilet paper and scrawling in faux graffiti on one of the building's turrets. What was scrawled on the turret?
I believe he scrawled the words, "Stitch is king."
You got it.
Ayo.
Wow. I've been fully guessing all of my answers, and Jeff knows, facts. Absolute facts.
I was guessing on your last question, Patrick. I was trying to think through World Showcase and then pivoted to the Land.
Patrick, let's continue the guessing streak. Where do you want to go next?
Well, I guess I will also go with what?
That wasn't as good as Jeff's, but I guess we will proceed.
Fair. That's fair.
Disney's Hollywood Studios, then known as Disney MGM Studios, had a show from 1990 to 1996 in the Streets of New York section of the park, featuring what popular animated characters?
Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. What popular animated characters did a show that I've never seen? So this is absolutely a guess. It was the gang from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Makes sense. Makes sense as a guess. Jeff, do you want to steal this one?
I would like to steal, and I believe the answer is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
That is absolutely correct. Yes, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had a little stage show in the streets of New York.
That tracks because they are absolutely a Disney property.
They were not. But this was peak Eisnerdom. And they had this Jeep that they rode in on, and I have their autographs, which were super bootleg because they just used a stamp to give their autograph. And when you're however old I was, 6 years old, getting a stamp from a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, it just feels real shady.
Oh, I love it. Was Raphael as hot as he seems?
He's hotter in person than he is in the cartoon, sure.
That's good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Maybe you can meet him at a Disney resort the next time you're down there, Patrick.
I hope so. They're hard up these days, those turtles.
All right, Jeff, that got you, I don't know. I'm not even keeping track of points. It's 50 points, something like that. Does that sound good?
That sounds great. I feel like I should get 50 points for each turtle. So 200?
That sounds great to me. Patrick, do you agree? Doesn't matter. Yes, I agree.
Okay. All right.
All right, Jeff, where are we going to head next?
We will head back to attractions. Let's just go back on to where we started.
The Enchanted Tiki Room, under new management, Jeff, made its debut in Adventureland on May 1st, 1998. Which two know-it-all animated birds were inserted into the attraction as part of the overhaul?
I'm so glad you asked this question, Adam. And I will answer it in just a moment. But I will take this opportunity to be on my soapbox and say how little credit this attraction gets. I loved the Enchanted Tiki Room under new management, and it gets so much shade on the interwebs, and it's undeserved. It was a great show. It had a great soundtrack. I loved it. All of their covers of pop songs. I was here for it. And the answer is Iago and Zazu.
Of course, yes, it was Iago and Zazu. Patrick, do you have a rebuttal to Jeff's very passionate speech about the Enchanted Tiki Room under new management?
I do. It caught fire, Jeff. It caught fire on its own. The attraction itself set itself on fire. So I'm just putting that out there.
It was just too hot to handle. That's what it was.
You win. You win this round, Jeff.
Patrick, what category would you like?
I'm really enjoying the what category, so let's stay there for a little bit, shall we?
Listen, I love what. I will stay in what. The whole quiz, if we could. All right. Patrick, The Magical World of Barbie was a stage show that premiered at what Disney World park in 1993?
I mean, it had to have been, well, it doesn't have to have been, but I'm going to go with Hollywood Studios and or MGM Studios. And Jeff is shaking his head violently. and that's what past Patrick would have said. But future Patrick, learned Patrick would like to say the Magic Kingdom. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Shaking heads again. Everyone at home, this is great fun for you, I imagine, with these visual jokes.
2 parks left, Patrick.
I'm sticking with it. The Magic Kingdom, Adam. I'm doubling down.
Okay. Wow. He is digging his own grave. No, it was in fact... Oh, Jeff, you should probably answer this. Jeff, for 5 million points, do you want to answer this one?
Well, by process of elimination, it wasn't Hollywood Studios and it wasn't Magic Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom wasn't open yet, so it was in Epcot. Weirdly, in the American Adventure, like in that stage area in front of the American Adventure, does not fit at all, but that's where it was.
That's right. It was at the American Gardens Theater stage outside of the American Adventure Pavilion in World Showcase.
Michael Eisner, what's going on, buddy? What happened? What happened to you?
He got so many Mattel points for staging that show. So many Mattel points.
Well, they did get her for Toy Story, so I guess it all worked out.
It all worked out in the end, and is actually probably more on theme for today's Disney World than it was then.
That's true.
All right, Jeff, what category are we hitting next?
I will go, this what is really fun, so we'll stick with that.
Guys, I don't want to scare you, but we're running out of what questions. So if the category gets cleared, we're out of what? Jeff, which Disney character was nominated for President of the United States at Walt Disney World in 1972?
I believe it was Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I thought we had you, but no. Yes, it was in fact Winnie the Pooh.
I can't even... What?
Vague memories of seeing pictures of Pooh for President banners in 1972, which I think is also the year that Nixon won. So I think we would have been better off, I think we can say, if Winnie the Pooh had actually won.
We still got Pooh for president, so it all worked out.
That's true. That's true. Yep, that's accurate.
Winnie the Pooh actually received the Demo Pooh-Publican party bid as voted on by kids who entered a promo at Sears and was announced at the forecourt stage of Cinderella Castle. Any guesses who his press secretary was?
Piglet?
Patrick?
Rabbit?
Tigger.
Oh, of course. Of course. All of that makes me very uncomfortable. The Pooh-Publican? I don't like this. This isn't...
Yeah.
I'm unsettled.
Demo Publican. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Demo Publican.
Oh, okay. That's even worse. That
doesn't make me feel better. Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know.
Patrick, what category would you like next?
Let's embarrass me even further on attractions.
Attractions and experiences. It is. Patrick, the now extinct faux water tower adorned with Mickey ears that served as a popular park landmark at Disney MGM Studios was known as what?
I believe it was called the Earful Tower.
Absolutely correct. The Earful Tower.
And I miss it. So.
Go see it in Paris. It's still there. The park that it's in is not amazing, but the Earful Tower is great. You can get some great pictures.
Excellent.
The soon-to-be-amazing Walt Disney Studios park. It'll get there, right? We got
eventually.
Frozen coming. We got Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah,
it'll get there. All right. I don't know where we're at. Patrick, you have 2 points. And Jeff, there's several million already. I know there's 5 million and some change. So Jeff is running away with this, Patrick.
This is the best I'm ever going to do on this show, and I only get 2 points for it.
Patrick, you're giving me a run for my money, man.
Jeff, what category would you like next?
I will go to resorts.
Back to resorts for Jeff. At which resort can you find an organ known as Big Bertha?
Ooh, I just read something about this, and now organ known as Big Bertha. That is a good question. I think that it's at the Grand Floridian in one of the restaurants.
It is at the Grand Floridian in 1900 Park Fair. Yeah.
Amazing.
To dig deep on that one. Dig deep.
Patrick, what category would you like next?
I'd just like to note that I also have an organ named Big Bertha, but that is a story for another day.
No.
Patrick, my grandmother's name is Bertha, and I have a lot of feelings coming up right now, and I just want to name it. That it doesn't feel like a safe space for me anymore, and I just want to just tell you how I'm feeling.
Grandma Bertha, if you're listening, I am truly sorry.
I feel very confident that my conservative Republican grandmother is not a Tweedle, but I'll pass that along.
You'd be very surprised, the listeners that we get. You'd be very surprised.
Pass it along. Yeah.
Oh,
dear. Hi, Stephen Miller. What's up?
Oh, not funny. That's upsetting again. I'm gonna go with grab bag, Adam.
Patrick, what was Walt Disney World called in its development before it received its official name?
Oh, I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but are you asking about the Florida project?
I was, and you're correct.
Hooray! Thank you so much.
Jeff, what category would you like next?
I will go back to attractions.
Which band, Jeff, was originally asked to be the inspiration for Rock and Roller Coaster in Hollywood studios?
Do I know this? I have to think about it. It was not Aerosmith. So there we go.
Correct. It's a correct answer.
I'm not wrong. Was it Kiss?
I'm sorry, no. A rare wrong answer from Jeff. It was actually U2.
Oh, wow. You didn't even give Patrick a chance to steal. I'm sorry, Patrick.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, that's not how the game works, Jeff. That's not how this game works.
The deep sense of equality. Just pass that along to you.
We appreciate it and thank you, but have you listened to the podcast before? Come on, Jeff. Patrick, where are we going next?
Yeah, if you're going to be a third Jeff, that'll quickly be beaten out of you, that sense of equality. It's going to slowly fade away. Where are we going next, Adam? Let's go to resorts. We haven't seen enough resorts in this game yet.
Off to resorts. Patrick, name 4 Disney World resorts that offer boat transportation.
Oh, dear. Okay. Let's go with... Are you just going to cut me off as soon as I get a wrong one?
No, I'll let you embarrass yourself through all 4.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go with the Polynesian Resort.
Yes.
I'm going to go with... Oh, this might be wrong. The Grand Floridian?
That's correct.
Super duper. Let's think about the yacht club. Would the yacht club have a boat?
It does.
Oh my goodness. Now I have no idea. What else is near water? What's near water, Patrick? Nope. I was going to say Port Orleans, but that only in name only.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, is it really Port Orleans? Really? Are you trying to trick me? No one's nodding or shaking their head. This is disturbing to me. Okay. It is near water, but it doesn't have a boat. Why ever not? Port Orleans.
It does, Patrick. It has a boat that takes you to Disney Springs.
I am shocked beyond shock. I now have 2.5 points. Is that correct, Adam?
Well, I deducted a 0.5 point just while that was going on because it took a long time.
That tracks. That absolutely tracks.
Jeff, what category would you like next?
Let's go to grab bag.
Off to grab bag. Jeff, how much money did Walt Disney originally purchase the land Walt Disney World is built on for?
Oh, I have no idea, which means I'm on track to get my second wrong answer. I am going to guess that it was not purchased with shells and beads like Manhattan was. I will go with $100 million.
Overshot it just a smidge. Jeff, it was $5 million.
Ooh, just a smidge.
But you know what? I was so moved by your humility in not knowing that answer that I'm going to give you 100 extra points just for coming clean like that.
I appreciate it.
It makes sense. I think he was going for future worth, future value.
Future worth. Yeah, I was just way off. Swampland, I should not be surprised that Florida Swampland didn't cost very much money. Here we are. Listen, I live in New York City. Property values are way higher. I just like my perspective is just off, and I'm sorry.
Patrick, what category would you like next?
I am going to go back to attractions and experiences, please.
I be hardy. I am brave. I am fearless. You be bold. You are daring, and you are courageous are the names of what attractions ride vehicles?
Such a great question. I would love to tell you the answer. I'm going to let Jeff... I'm just kidding. They sound like they... I was going to say boats on the Jungle Cruise, but they sound too optimistic to be boats on the Jungle Cruise. I'm just going to stay there. I'm going to say they are boats on the Jungle Cruise.
Jeff?
I do not believe you're correct.
Okay, fair.
The boats on the Jungle Cruise are all like alliterative,
Yeah.
somehow geographically named boats. But that is an excellent question, and I'm sitting here racking my brains to think about it. And could I get a repeat of the question, Adam?
You bet. I be hardy. I am brave. I am fearless. You be bold. You are daring, and you are courageous are the names of what attractions ride vehicles?
I'm going to take a guess again and say Big Thunder Mountain.
You got it. It's Big Thunder
Ayo.
Mountains Trains.
That makes more sense than my answer, I guess.
It was just a lucky guess, Patrick.
Jeff, back to you. What category would you like?
Let's see. I mean, I'm struck out a couple times in a row here, so I'm getting nervous. But I'll go back to attractions where I feel most comfortable.
Where in Epcot, Jeff, can you find statues named Adventure, Compassion, Discovery, Freedom, Heritage, Independence, Individualism, Innovation, Knowledge, Pioneering, Self-Reliance, and Tomorrow?
I will not ask you to repeat that question because it would take you another 10 minutes, and you would not think that these things would share the same pavilion with Barbie, because that's not exactly what I think of. But the answer is in the American Adventure Pavilion in World Showcase.
That's right. They are the Spirit of America statues at the American Adventure.
Beautiful.
Can also be found at the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln in Disneyland.
Oh.
That's correct. Do we all want to start singing America, spread your golden wings?
We can finally do 3-part harmony like we've always wanted to.
Dreams do come true, you guys.
Patrick, where are we heading next?
Ooh, are there any more what questions left?
We do have some what left. Patrick, in November 2016, Magic Kingdom debuted a short-lived and super pricey upgrade. Guests were able to rent private cabanas in what land in the Magic Kingdom?
I remember this, but I don't remember where. Private cabanas in the Magic Kingdom. Boy, my heart wants to just say Adventureland.
Jeff?
I believe they were in Tomorrowland.
They were, in fact, in Tomorrowland, yes.
Again, it just makes total sense that a cabana would be in Tomorrowland.
Except not at all. But you can still see, I think the buildings are still there, but I don't even know what they're used for now. But they're kind of like this weird area between Space Mountain and Carousel of Progress. And they just sit there and do nothing.
That's right. Each cabana could accommodate up to 8 guests, and the rental price, when they were first introduced, was a whopping $649 per day.
Wow. Wow.
Who wants to go to the Magic Kingdom and sit in a cabana all day in Tomorrowland, in like the least attractive part of Tomorrowland? Like I have no. It's shocking to me that they didn't just make a bundle of money on that. I don't understand why.
Back to you, Jeff. What category would you like?
I will go back to what? While there's still some questions left.
This is the last what question, gentlemen.
Lucky.
Jeff, the infamous castle cake overlay on Cinderella Castle for Disney World's 25th anniversary was not so affectionately nicknamed the blank castle After a popular nausea, diarrhea, upset stomach, heartburn, and indigestion relief aid, what was that nickname?
That would be the Pepto-Bismol Castle.
That is correct. The Pepto-Bismol Castle.
Another thing that I don't appreciate quite as much as I appreciated the Enchanted Tiki Room under new management, but I do not hate the Castle Cake with the same level of deep hatred that many people seem to have for it.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was cute and fun, but I was a kid, you know?
Yeah, so was I. So.
And with that, what is gone? And I'm sure our listeners will hate not hearing what every 5 seconds. Patrick, that leaves us with attractions and experiences, resorts, and grab bag. What category would you like?
It does indeed. I don't think I've gotten one right yet. Let's go with attractions and experiences again.
What is the name, Patrick, of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror Hotel in Disney's Hollywood Studios?
I actually, it's in my head somewhere. I know it, like they say it, and I just have to go. Let's see, and I've said it probably 3 or 4 times on the podcast itself. The name of the hotel,
which is on the outside of the building,
which is written on the outside of the building itself, which I can scroll through my camera and see many photos of. Oh my goodness, I am drawing a blank. So in the interest of time, I will just say it's actually called the Hollywood Hotel.
Oh, Patrick, so close, so close. Jeff?
The Hollywood Tower Hotel.
The Hollywood Tower Hotel. That's what I broke out. You guys didn't hear me say tower?
Totally.
For that creative excuse, Patrick, I'm going to give you a point.
Thank you. You're so generous with me. I will never be this generous with you, Adam.
And Jeff, you get a gazillion points because you actually answered it correctly. And Jeff, you're taking us to our next category. What category is it? Attractions and experiences, resorts, or grab bag?
Let's go to resorts.
Off to the resorts we go. Jeff, Pop Century Resort was originally supposed to be 2 sections. The classic years, 1950 to 1999, was completed, but the second section was not completed and is now the Art of Animation Resort. What was supposed to be the name of the Pop Century Resort section that is now the Art of Animation Resort?
This is a really good question, Adam. A question that I have an answer to, which I will give to you now. And the answer was not the classic years, because that's the one that's there now, but the early years. The early years. That's what it was going to be called.
That is sadly incorrect. Patrick, I'm just going to throw it to you. Do you know?
I don't think I do. My best guess would be the golden years.
Oh, that's also a really good guess. No, but you're both wrong. It was supposed to be called the legendary years, and that would have covered 1900 through 1949.
Can I tell you, I was actually randomly thinking about that this morning, and I don't know why I was thinking about that, but I'm really upset with myself now that I didn't actually look it up, because I would have gotten it right.
Educate yourself, the Disney Parks teacher.
I know. Real missed opportunity on my part.
No, they were both excellent guesses. Patrick, that takes us to your next choice for category. Where would you like to go?
Grab bag for me, please.
Patrick, who is the mascot of Blizzard Beach?
The mascot of Blizzard Beach. I'm so glad you asked me that, because I've been waiting to talk about this character for a very long time. Okay, so here's what I think I know. I think I know that it's an alligator. Do I know this alligator's name? You might be asking yourselves at home. I do not is the answer to that question. So my answer is Aloysius Alexandra Annabelle Alligator.
Love the alliteration. Jeff, what do you think?
I believe that it's either what Patrick said or it is, I think it's a pun. Like, it's a punny alligator snowy name. So I think that his name is Ice Gator.
That is correct.
Wow.
Get it? Like Ice Skater?
I'm impressed. You win the game for that one in my book.
I think I was going to win anyway. Just to put it out there. Just
Wow, shade.
I'd just like to say, until Jeff explained it, I did not get the pun. I was just like, oh, ice skater. Okay.
Well, Adam, I think you lose this game, actually.
I think I lose life, Patrick. I lose life.
Fair.
Gentlemen, we have but 6 questions left. We have grab bag and attractions and experiences as categories. Jeff, where do you want to go?
I will go to grab bag.
On any given day, how many buses are operating at Walt Disney World, Jeff?
You were asking me a lot of questions about numbers that require me to have a very specific set of knowledge that I do not have. So I am going to make a guess again and say that on any given day in Walt Disney World, there are 3,000 buses operating.
Okay, went with the how much did Walt Disney pay for Walt Disney World route, did you? Because there's only 300 buses on any given day running in Walt Disney World.
I just was off by a 0. It's just a 0. I meant 300.0. That's what I misread.
Got it. You know what? I'm going to take that 0 and give you 0 points. So there you go.
Oh,
wow.
That seems fair. Seems right.
Fun fact, when you're staying at an all-star resort, there are only 3 buses available.
That's accurate. That's accurate. For the weekend.
Yes. For your entire trip.
That's right. Yeah. You get 1 per day.
Yep.
And that's right.
That's what we do, is pass along that kind of knowledge to our listeners. Patrick, what category would you like next? Grab bag or attractions and experiences?
Grab bag, please.
Disney's Animal Kingdom's logo features 5 animals: a lion, a dinosaur, a dragon, a gazelle, and what animal, Patrick? What one did I not mention?
You sure didn't. You sure didn't say this animal, Adam. And that animal, of course, is an elephant?
That's correct. An elephant.
Oh, hey-oh.
You know what, though? I'm still going to give the point to Jeff, just because.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
That feels right.
And Jeff, your next category choice, grab bag or attractions and experiences?
We'll go to attractions and experiences.
2 questions left in this category, gentlemen. Jeff, how many bears are in the Country Bear Jamboree?
How are we defining bears, Adam? And because that seems like it could be a flexible number.
Does it?
You keep coming back to these number questions that require a lot of me, but I'm going to think about it. So give me a moment. So,
is this during gay days or not? That's a very different.
He's processing.
I am going to say that there are 18 bears in the Country Bear Jamboree.
You got that right.
Yes. Yes. That was a calculated estimation, but I just sat here and counted, and 18.
I am shocked. That was amazing.
Wow.
It's another attraction that does not get its due. I love the Country Bear Jamboree.
Yeah, I would agree.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Patrick, what category would you like? The last question in attractions and experiences or grab bag?
Oh, goodness. I'm going to leave attractions for Jeff because it's his favorite category, so I'll go with grab bag.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Patrick, Disney Springs is along which body of water? What's the name of that river it's next to?
Disney Springs is along the river of tears. The river of tears, Adam.
No. No.
Not it. Look, that's somewhere else. Got it. That's
Jeff, do you want to take a stab at this one?
That would be the Sassagoula River, which is very fun to say.
Which actually means river of tears.
Yes.
Little known
That's
fact.
Right. Yeah.
Little known fact.
Yeah.
Also, my new drag name, Sassagoula.
Sassagoula River. Yeah. Which can we ride that Sassagoula River all the way to Port Orleans? Because
I just got very excited. I don't know if I should be or not, but wow. Yes, you can.
I got uncomfortable. very uncomfortable.
Can edit that out.
There's not a chance that's being edited out. Jeff, it's your final question. You have one option from attractions and experiences, and you have several from Grab Bag. Where would you like to go?
Well, since Patrick was so kind to leave the final attractions question for me, and I hope that the question is not like how many trees are there in Walt Disney World, because I got nothing. It seemed to have a lot of those questions. So I will take my chances and go with attractions and experiences.
Jeff, what was the original name of the Seas with Nemo and Friends Pavilion?
Would be the Living Seas.
Absolutely correct, Jeff. That is like 1,200 points. 1,200 points for that correct answer.
Excellent. That seems like proportionately the correct number of points for that level of difficulty. So I'm here for it.
And Patrick, that leaves us with Grab Bag. Here is your final question. Which Disney park was the first to introduce Fastpass?
Oh, interesting. What an interesting question. The first to introduce Fastpass. My assumption, which is never what I should go with, I've learned in life. Don't go with your instincts, Patrick. But this time I'm going to say it would be Hollywood Studios, but MGM at the time.
Oh, buddy.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
buddy. Jeff, do you want to take this?
I'm also going to make a guess. I don't think it was Magic Kingdom, and it was not Hollywood Studios. So I actually, part of me, I think it was Animal Kingdom. That's my guess. Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Of course it was Animal Kingdom, Jeff.
Yay!
Amazing.
And with that, gentlemen, we've come to the end of our quiz. Patrick, I think you have something around maybe three points.
What a productive day it's been for me.
And Jeff, you have pi. It just keeps going, like 3.14, whatever it is. I didn't really pay attention in math. That's what you have.
I mean, if Patrick only has 3 and I have 3.14, it was actually much closer than I anticipated. So
yeah,
I feel like, scrape that out.
What a nail biter. What a nail biter this one has been.
But you were both excellent contestants. Thank you so much. And Jeff, since you won, that means you have won a GDTD mug. Congratulations. Patrick typically sends out the mugs. Given the fact he lost and that he's undoubtedly filled with rage, you may never receive it. I'm sorry.
Well, you'll get a mug. It'll just be filled with something that you don't want.
Wow, that was dark, Patrick.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Almost as dark as the River of Tears.
Nothing's as dark as that.
Jeff, remind our Tweedles where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at the Disney Parks Teacher.
And thanks to all of you for joining us for Walt Quizney. If you would like to join us as a contestant, drop us a DM on Instagram at GDTD Podcast or send us an email or voice memo to info@gaysdothed.com and we'll be sure to add you to the list. Until next time, this is Adam Hummel saying there's really no weird like Disney weird, right, guys?
It's true.
Wait, I know we just wrapped up, but can I just say one thing? I am so grateful to you guys for not only for having me on today. I've had so much fun, but just like seriously, I love your show. I listen to it every single week. I'm marathon training right now. It gets me through long runs. Like, you guys are the best. I've had so much fun today, and I'm just really grateful for you for starting this podcast. The world needed it, and I definitely needed it. So thank you.
Aww.
We're now playing that at the end of every single episode of the podcast. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah. Also, raise your bar a little bit, Jeff. Just a little.
That will do it for this episode of Gays Do the D. Thanks for listening. To become a patron of the podcast, visit our website at gaysdothed.com/donate. For a donation of any amount, you can receive exclusive Gays Do the D content and help us continue to bring you the very best Disney news and discussion. Continue the conversation after this episode on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GDTD Podcast, and submit your questions or show ideas to info@gaysdothed.com. Have a great week, everybody. See you real soon.